The two faces of Hollywood, the good and the bad. Maybe there should be an ugly as well. Hello and welcome to Mondo Street Cinema Club. In this episode we've got two films. We've got Sinners and Mountainhead. These are films which are completely different in subject matter and completely different in quality. Hey, there we go, we've said it. One's going to be good, one's going to be bad. Let's have a look at Sinners first. This is from Ryan Coogler. You'd know Ryan Coogler from Creed and from the Black Panther films. Stars Michael B. Jordan, amongst others. And he has a dual role playing these brothers, Smoke and Stack, who return to their hometown in 1932 Mississippi to set up what is called as a juke joint. So think about a dance hall, unlicensed, with music, with prohibition alcohol. You'll get the idea. It's brilliant. The one-word review. What did you think of the film? It was brilliant. The look of the film, the whole, the texture behind the film is gorgeous. The editing, the pacing, the sound design is off the scale. There's one scene, and it gives nothing away about the storyline, but there's one scene where the film talks about there are people who are so gifted at music that they can break down the barriers between good and evil, between living and dead. And there's one scene where the whole juke joint is alive with dancers and musicians from present and past and future. It's a glorious thing because it maintains the music of the juke joint, but then mixes in the new elements. So there's a Prince stroke Hendrix character that appears as a kind of like a ghostly figure, and you can hear his guitar work coming through. This film is just staggeringly good. You know, it's hard to pick a fault with it. I think the only fault that you might want to pick with it to some degree is that it is thematically similar to From Dusk Till Dawn. Remember the George Clooney and Quentin Tarantino film? Whereas in it's set up in one direction, so you're going down one track of a story, and then there's a hard turn all of a sudden when you least expect it. And this is similar in story construction to that. The whole thing around the net result at the end is completely different. This film is so incredibly satisfying. You know, you're transported. You are there with them. It's scary, it's thrilling. You are rooting for the characters that you have, bonded with throughout the running time. You know, it's not the longest film in the world. I think it's like 2 hours 17, 2 hours 15. But it is just a solidly great film. I'm not going to say much more about it than that because there's lots of, it'd be easy to give away lots of twists and surprises. Needless to say, sit down, watch it. The only thing I will say is when you get to the end of the film, there's a mid-credit scene, which is very well worth staying for. The second film we've got is Mountainhead, written by Jesse Armstrong. You'll know him from Succession, starring Steve Carell, Corey Michael Smith, Jason Schwartzman, and it's a very, very small cast. And Rami Youssef as well. It's four friends reunited during a worldwide economic turmoil. That's the studio tagline for it. I don't personally think I agree with that tagline. It's four ultra-rich businessmen, the tech billionaire type, who are all very, very thinly veiled parodies of people we know. So Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg, etc. And the turmoil is being caused by the launch of a new social media platform, which has integrated into it the ability to create deep fakes. So all of the news essentially in there is deep faked, and therefore the world starts to panic. And if it had just been taken at that, I think you could kind of enjoy the film. The problem is that the characters have been written so paper thin that they are insanely irritating. And I'm not a tech billionaire, but if I was, I hope I would use my money better than these four numpties. It runs out of plot quite quickly, quite early in the film, and it finds itself circling round and round and round with diminishing returns. It gets so ludicrously convoluted at the end that the final scene matters not a jot. It has no bearing on what's gone before it. Is the acting okay? Steve Carell's okay in it. Schwartzman's wasted. I think it's Corey Michael Smith who plays the, in inverted commas, Elon Musk, and he was so irritating. I've seen him in a couple of other things, and he's been reasonable in them. But the writing of this character and the actual the portrayal of this character, it was just rubbish. It's bone idle. It's lazy. It's massively disappointing, considering that Jesse Armstrong did Peep Show and Succession, amongst other things. But Succession, for God's sake, it's one of the greatest TV shows in our lifetimes. This is a massively disappointing, irritating why film. So we've got Sinners, which is the good. We've got Mountainhead, which is the bad, and the ugly. So yeah, watch Sinners, enjoy it. Mountainhead, give it a pass. You're not going to learn anything new from that. Until next time, au revoir, goodbye.